Wrong song. There we go.
Move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Julian for the case man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy, alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit. Physically fit. Woman, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Mix your body out to the big tight and woman, and nice, sweet, energetic.
Hey, everybody.
Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic.
Listening ears on. Somebody's on because the future's so bright. You're gonna need to wear your shades.
You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to.
All right, you know the rules, guys. Comment and tell me that you're here. Let us know who you are. Let us know you're here. Also, make sure that you are giving StreamYard permission to Facebook permission to StreamYard so that we know that you're here. And let's see your name and all that stuff. And of course, tag your friends. Right now, tag all your friends. Tell them to get on over here and watch what's going on tonight. We have got some great stuff up for you tonight. I want you listening up with your big ears. All right, come on, guys. We can do this. And of course, if you have friends that are not on Facebook, we are on YouTube. You can send them over there to watch with us as well. So let us get going here. We hope that we're going to have a lot of folks jumping on here in just a moment. We have some great things to share with you tonight. And welcome. I'm Marsha Brown, your business leader, and it is time for us to get started with Move It Monday. That's right, guys. Move It Monday. We are here tonight with some great training for you and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm trying to get all these little things turned off. There we go. All right. So we're excited to have you here with us tonight. And as you can see, I am dressed for the occasion. I have my big ears on so I can listen up. I have my sunglasses on because my future is bright, and I am rocking and rolling and ready. And we have some great things coming up for you tonight. So as we get started here, I want to ask you all to tell me something good that's going on. Tell me something fun that you did this week. Did you submit a party? Did you date a party? Did you meet a new customer? Did you sign up a new recruit? What did you do that you're excited about? Go ahead and put it in the comments, because if you can't brag on yourself, how can anybody else brag on you? You got to let us know what's going on, and you got to find the reasons to celebrate. Sometimes we get so bogged down on the things that aren't working that we forget that we have to celebrate the things that are working and the things that we are doing. And one of the most important things we have to understand in a direct sales business is that it's all about showing up and doing the work. Don't concern yourself so much with the results that you forget that really and truly the key is being able to make progress and to be able to do the things that will get you to that next step in your business. That is a great thing to hear, Donna, that someone reached out to you to book a party. And Betty is, guys, let's all right now take a minute to just celebrate Betty. Betty has been in the bed. She is having to have surgery. She is, just really, been going through a lot. And yet she just submitted $1,000 party. And she sent me a message and she goes, I don't know what I can do because I'm kind of like restricted right now. And look at what she's doing. So fantastic. Michelle booked a party Rebecca got a new recruit. I mean, lots and lots of great things happening. So guys, celebrate the wins, celebrate the things that you're doing that are working. That is the most important thing that we do in our business. And, it's always about making the contacts and finding new customers. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is how do you get new customers? How do you find new ways to connect with people? How do you grow your business in new and different ways? So I'm going to go ahead and flip us over here to our quote for tonight. On Halloween, you get to become anything that you want to be. Now think about that. I get to be anything that I want to be, whatever it is. I can make my mind up that that's what I want to be. But you know what? It doesn't have to be limited to Halloween. In fact, the reality of it is that we can be anything that we choose to be anytime. We just have to make up our minds that we're going to do it. I choose to be a success. I choose to be a leader. I choose to share my Tupperware business with other people. We don't have to wait for permission to do that. We choose to do that. So on this Halloween, I want you to choose a level of success that you want in your business. And I want you to set out on making that happen. Okay. So that is really and truly what it's all about, to achieve the things that you want in the business. I don't know if my ears are on upside down or not here. Let me see. Well, that looks like an ear, right? So it should be on the right way, but it's kind of funky. There we go. All right, so this is the key. So right now in the comments, guys, I want you to tell me what you choose for your success in your business. What do you want to become in your business? What do you want to achieve in your business? Because you get to decide tonight what's going to happen between now and the end of the year. We've got 2 more days. Woo, there goes my ear. We've got 2 more days in this month, in our Tupperware sales month, because our sales month, of course, ends on Wednesday. We've got 2 more nights to go for that. I think I'm going to take these off. Okay, I'm taking my ears off. I'm taking my glasses off because I can't deal with this. But we get to choose where we want to be. So I want you to think about, what do you choose for your Tupperware business in the next 2 days, in the next 48 hours? What do you choose to have happening in your November business? What do you choose to be before the end of this year? Because the power of what we can conceive is amazing. And if we can see it, we can achieve it. And that's really and truly, I've heard that for years and years and years, but I really believe that once we can imagine something, once we can see it happening, once we can begin to articulate what it is that we want, then suddenly the path to make it happen begins to open up. We begin to be open to the skills, the skill sets, and the learnings that will help us to achieve that. And we become more aware of opportunities that will give us that. So tell me, how many of you would love to have to build a team, to have 3 people on your team to become a manager? If that's one of your goals, I want to move up into leadership in Tupperware. Put that in your comments. All right. If you want to, I love what Betty said. I want to become a pro online. I want bigger sales. If you want to be a super seller, that's what I like to call them, people who are selling, $1,000 a week. And, and I say that because at one point I wanted to be that, but I never really could see myself being that. So I would just kind of say, oh, I wish I could sell $1,000 a week. But until I made myself see myself doing it, I sat there and I said, and it was almost like I imagined it as if it already happened. And it's like, wow, what a great week I just had. I held 5 parties. I sold over $1,000. It was a fantastic week. I dated new parties and I added a new person to my team. And I just said it, even though it hadn't happened yet. Now, back then, guys, our party average was like $225. So we had to have a lot of parties to get those sales, but I started talking to myself in that way, that this is what I saw happening. And do you know what happened? I began to see the avenues to make that happen. I began to see opportunities to date more parties. I began to fill my date book with those parties. I began to have the sales that I needed. I began to see the people that allowed me to date future parties and to build my team. And that's what we call it, a self-fulfilling prophecy. But it's really and truly about imagining what it is that you want to be and then making it happen, transforming yourself into the person that you want to be. And so truly, this is where we're headed tonight in those things that we're going to talk about. ways that you can expand and grow. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit tonight about spooktacular Halloween fun. Halloween, of course, is a week away. It will be here next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow. And you're not, and you've got a week of opportunities to play around with this and to do some fun stuff if you haven't already started. So let's talk about a few of the things that you might be able to do. But before we get to that, I have a little question for you. It's a little riddle. Why didn't the mom let the little witch go trick or treating with her friends? Why didn't the mom let the little witch go trick or treating with her friends? Okay, guys, so I'm going to ask you in the comments, tell me what is the answer to that. I'm looking to see if you know what this one is. I'm looking through the answers there. Little witch. Why couldn't the little witch go trick-or-treating with her friends? Da, 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 da. Who's got the answer? And you know what? I'm looking to see through this. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, I'm reading here. I'm trying to see. No answer. I got no answer. No, she didn't pick up her broom. No. I don't think anybody got it. Okay, guys, so here it is. Why didn't the mom let the little witch go trick-or-treating with her friends? Because she was expelled from school. Ha ha, expelled from school. Yes, Betty, that's exactly it. She was expelled from school. That's why she didn't get to go trick-or-treating with her friends. Now, these are some little fun things. And the reason I did this is because, guys, I want you to have some fun this week. And the ways that you have fun is that you engage your friends, your customers, your folks on social media, and you put little things out there to create engagement, because the algorithms of social media are that you want people to comment. You want to create a community of relationships. And the way you do that is getting them to comment on things, not just because you're trying to sell them something, but just because you're wanting to create fun and engagement. So little things like this could be a great way to do it. So pull up some different little riddles, different little fill in the blank images, caption this picture, and put those on your pages. Put something every day. Do it on your VIP groups. Do it on your Tupperware business pages. Do it on your personal pages, because what this is going to do is it's going to create a lot of action and engagement, and it's going to create a lot of awareness of things. And what that will do is means that Facebook is going to show your post more likely. So over the next few days, I want you to do something every single day that creates engagement. Not saying here's what's on sale, go check it out, but something that makes them respond. So like it could be a comic, it could be a riddle, it could be a fill in the blank, but something like that. So why didn't the mom let the little witch go trick-or-treating with her friends? Because she was expelled. Okay. Now here's another fun one that you can do on your page that can create a lot of engagement. This is a great one also to do in your Facebook parties this week. What should your costume be for Halloween? So guys, in the comments, go ahead and look and say, when's your birthday? Okay, what's your month of your birthday? Pick the name of your month. And what's the day? Pick the word that's associated with the day of your month. So I am a sassy fangirl. That's my costume. I'm a sassy fangirl. Because, we can be anything we want to be on Halloween. So I'm a sassy fangirl. So that's mine. Go ahead in the comments. Tell me what your costume is going to be for this Halloween based on this. Once again, this is another great way to be able to create some engagement, get some fun going on with your customers, with your friends, with the people that potentially can be your next parties and things along that. So let me see what we got over here. We've got some dirty Instagram model. What, Donna Joe? All right, we've got an angry witch over here. We've got a beautiful goldfish. All right, we got a sleazy plastic bag. Oh, Aubrey, I can't ever see you as sleazy there. But these are some fun things that we have that you can do. It's just a great little way to get some engagement with the folks that are, part of your feed and things along that. Let me take that one off there. Okay. So these are some fun little things that you can do. I will post these in the group so you have these as well. And you can use some of these tips and ideas that I'm sharing with you. Another thing you want to do is with your parties this week, you can create some more interest with your parties by doing something a little different. So here's one. I'm invited to a Halloween party. And so it's just a fun little thing. If you've got Tupperware parties going on this week in your virtual world, this is a great little invite that you can give to your host to send to her friends to get them excited about the Tupperware party. And then, of course, you can share a couple of recipes that are perfect for Halloween. Now, tomorrow night, I do have our pop-up kitchen. We had to postpone it last week because Terry wasn't feeling well and she was going to take care of running everything last week. So I'm back in town so I can work on it tomorrow. She's going to be there. Michelle's going to be there. We've got some great recipes for you with that, and you can invite people to that. But this is, use this invite. I'm invited to a Halloween party. You also could even offer to throw a virtual costume party. You saw me come on with my ears earlier, right? You can be in costume. They can be in costume. You can do it as a Zoom. You can have them you could do it as a Facebook party, have them snap a photo of themselves if they don't want to come on live, but snap a photo of themselves with their mask on, with their costume on. Great thing about a virtual Halloween costume party is that they only have to do from the neck up if that's all they want to do. They can still have their pajamas on the bottom if they want, and it can still be a lot of fun, and people can get engaged with that also. And then, of course, another fun idea that you could do this week is to do a mystery neighbor Tupperware open house. And you can go around to your neighbors and you can put little invitations on their things. So you could take little bags. I went to the dollar store and I got these little bags like this that you can use. And these are great. So you can just put some little goodies in them and have them for people when they come by your house. You could go and get some of these fun little plates like this. And you could actually do your invitation on the back, and you could put a little string on them, hang them on their doorknobs so everybody gets to see them. And it's inviting them to come to the Tupperware party at your house as you are trying to get them there. And one other little fun way you can do this, and this actually ties into this whole idea of dating. And I can't remember if I've got this one a little bit later. I'll wait on that one. I'll tell you that one in a minute. All right. So just have some fun with it. You can get some of those little cellophane bags and you can put the invitations in that, hang it on the doorknobs, put them in the paper boxes. Don't put them in the mailbox. That's illegal. But if you put them in the paper box underneath, or I just like to go up and hang them on their doorknobs and invite them to a party in your neighborhood. If you have a neighborhood group, like a next door neighbor group, you could do that, an invitation in there, and invite your neighbors for a stop and shop, come by, or a Halloween stop off and have them come by your house. You could even do this on Halloween night if you wanted to, and have something set up for the adults when the kids come trick-or-treating along with them also. But here's another little trick-or-treater for us. How does a witch know the best time to go trick-or-treating? All right, who knows that one? How does a witch know the best time to go trick-or-treating? I am looking to see if anybody knows the answer to that one. Dun, 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 dun. How does a witch know the best time to go trick-or-treating? She looks at her witch watch. She looks at her witch watch. That's how she knows what time it is, the best time to go trick-or-treating. She's looking at her witch watch. All right. So once again, just another little fun thing that you can do. Kathy, that's a good answer, the bewitching hour. Yep. She looks at her witch watch. Okay. So Last week, I talked to you a little bit about this idea of having a catalog, being ready when people ask you, but you always want to try to turn this into something a little bit more. And I had shared with you this last week with somebody had done this and had some great results. And she couldn't be on last week, but I felt like you had to hear it from the person who did it because, I'm not really her. So I wanted to get her on here and bring her on. So welcome, Rebecca. So good to have you here with us tonight. I'm so excited. I got the chance to work with Rebecca this weekend. And I'm going to flip this on over to you, Rebecca, and let you tell everybody all about about what you did, how it worked, and what you're excited about. So take it away, Rebecca.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for letting me share tonight, Marsha. And I always appreciate your ideas. And so, yes, like you said, a couple of weeks ago, you shared if you have a catalog and if somebody says, hey, do you have a catalog? Don't just hand them a catalog. And literally right after that Move It Monday, somebody texted me and said, do you have a catalog? I was like, well, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. Marsha just said, if they say that, do this. So I did. So I got a catalog together. I put in the catalog, I put a post paper, I put the sale paper, and then I had a couple of extra little gifts. So Marsha, which she said to do is to take a couple little gifts and say, hey, here's your catalog that you asked for. And I brought these other little gifts. And if you give these out, or if you show this catalog to a friend and they place an order, then they can have one of these gifts. Pretty easy, right? And so I did that. And I was, sometimes I get nervous about trying new things, but I tried it anyway. And it went over really, really well. She was like, really? So I just asked my friend that I'm going to have lunch with if they would like to look at the catalog, and if they order something, then I can get some free gifts. Like she thought she would just get, I'd say just the refrigerator bowl. The refrigerator bowls they have for the booking gift are great. Like that's what she's like, okay, well, this is great. Da, da, da. Well, that afternoon, she went to lunch with her friend. She texted me, I got you a $200 order. And I'm like, yes, thanks. Great. She said, I gave them the gifts. Well, turns out I closed her party last week, sometime here in October. I closed her party, and for someone who told me I just want a catalog, I had an over $300 party with her. And so it was so cool. And I was like, well, I can't just give gifts for her to give to her friends. So I also had a citrus peeler in here because I appreciate her. And I actually stuck the citrus peeler here in the host part of the catalog too. But she really appreciated it, and she ended up, with a $300 party getting more. And so when I went and I dropped off her purchases for her, and she said, so how long is that catalog good for? And I said, it's good through the beginning of the year, and anytime you want to have a little pop-up party, we can do the same thing. So thank you, Marsha, for all your great ideas. This one was fantastic. And so what I have in my car is, I have my little Tupperware bag, but it can be any kind of big Ziploc. It doesn't have to be a Tupperware bag. But I have in my car like these little packets, so that if somebody asks me, hey, do you have a Tupperware catalog, then I will be prepared and I will have them in here. And like Marsha always says, curly ribbon cat. What do you say, Marsha?
Catnip for ladies.
There you go.
Yep. And, as I said, I got a chance this weekend to work with Rebecca at an event, and she showed up and she was very prepared. In fact, do you have your little bowl that you had with you?
It's over in the other room. I can go get it. Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, run get it, because I want you to tell everybody about that. We had such a good time. She showed up with her little packs of stuff to give people when she was talking to them. and getting new things to do with them. And then she had this bowl with her, and I was like, well, what are you doing with the bowl? And then she shared with me what she was doing with the bowl, which I think is really exciting. So go ahead, Rebecca, tell them all about your bowl.
So I also put some bowls together. This is the free one, the thank you gift that you can get. So that's a bowl. And I put various tiny treasures in there, a form that people can fill out to get into a drawing, and some order forms. And I kind of put it out there, and I had somebody take me up on adopting a bowl. And so the person adopted the bowl. We had, I don't know, it was definitely over a $200 party. I think it was more than that. But again, super simple. I also had I don't have a catalog in there right now, but I did give her a catalog. And she went around to her quilting and craft friends and collected some orders, and then she got free gifts. And I drew a prize winner. So, I have those contact sheets that I can go back and follow up with other people too. So that was like the party in a bowl, I think we call it. Mm-hmm.
Love it. I love it. But guys, here's the thing. See, we tell you these things every week, and you have a choice to listen to it and say, oh, that sounds like a great idea, and do nothing. Or you can take those ideas and you can do something. And Rebecca's sharing with you right now 2 different ideas that she has learned by watching Move It Monday, by coming to events, and she has gone and turned that into orders and sales and money in her pocket. So thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing that with us. And you know what? I'm going to challenge everybody that's watching us tonight to go do one of these ideas that Rebecca just shared with you that she did, and see how it works for you. So everybody give Rebecca a bunch of love and appreciation for all that she shared. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, guys. So once again, you can't be afraid to try new things. You got to get out there. You got to try new things. You got to do these things that make you a little bit nervous. Because Rebecca said, I'm not a person who normally steps outside my comfort zone. I have to really push myself. And it's been really neat because I've watched Rebecca grow over the last year and a half since she started in Tupperware, and seen her really expand. Last year in the fall, she went to an event that we did. She drove, 8 hours to go to an event that we were doing in another state, and to learn from that. And what the challenge was to go just see if you could do a party in your own home. And then from that party, maybe date another party. And she came home and she booked a party, and she held a party in her house, invited some neighbors over to her house. And from that, she booked another party, and she ended up having $1,000 in sales in the next few weeks. And so it's all about trying these things. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Remember, if we don't ask, we're here. If we ask and get a no, we're here. It doesn't change. But if we ask and we get a yes, boom, we just got more. So this is the thing, guys. You got to take it. You got to run with it. You got to try things that you haven't tried before. All right. So let's talk about another little idea. So this is something fun that you can do. And I'm going to post this image in the group so that you have it. But basically it's 6 little things on a sheet of paper, and you just print them off. And it says, redeem this coupon for a free 2023 fall and holiday catalog. Get 10% off your first order by November 15th, 2023. Now, this is what in marketing they call a bounce back. Okay. So you never want to just give things out without a way to get people to respond to you, because if you just put things out, put things around people's, then you don't have a way to follow up. It's what they call a blind distribution. 1% is considered a good return. That's 1 in 100. But when you do things like this, a bounce back, it gives people a reason to respond back to you. So this is where you can go get, like she had those cute little plastic cellophane bags. Once again, go to the dollar store, get some of those that have the little pumpkins and stuff on them. Put one of these in it. You could put your sale flyer in it. Okay. You could print off a sheet that just has the monthly offers if you don't have the mailers, and you can put them in there. And then this way it's saying, redeem this for a free catalog. So they got to reach out to you. Now you're going to have to put your contact information on this. I didn't put your contact info on it. You got to do that yourself. Put it on the back side. You can staple a business card on it. You can just print it on the back, and they're going to call you, and then you're going to take them a catalog, and now they're going to be able to get 10% off. Or you can put your website on there and you can tell them to go to the website, pick out what you want, then call me so that I can submit your order and give you your 10% discount. Okay. So then what you would do is they would pay you directly using Facebook or Venmo, or they pay you in cash, or they pay you by check, however it is that you want them to pay you. I don't know if people use checks anymore, but if they're going to pay by you give them a way to pay you so that then you can submit the order and give them the 10% off. If you don't want to do 10% off, you can give them a free gift, and that's up to you too. And this is just kind of a generic idea of something that you can do that will work really fun and easy. Now, another thing that could be really fun this time of year is to go around, especially if you have a neighborhood where there's a lot of folks with kids. If you don't live in a neighborhood with a lot of kids, go to a neighborhood where you know there's a lot of kids. How do you know that it's a neighborhood with a lot of kids? Well, if you drive down a street and you see bicycles and you see balls and toys and you see all kinds of, decorations all over the place, most of the time it's a neighborhood that has a lot of kids. So those are the neighborhoods you're going to reach out to. This can also be something that you do for trick or treat. And basically, this is a little sheet that has a recipe for homemade Play-Doh. Homemade Play-Doh does beautifully in a snack cup. You could even reach out and offer to do, if you are a mom with kids, you could do this in your own home and invite the other moms with kids to come over to your house and make homemade Play-Doh. And then you put it in a little snack cup for them to take home with them. And then that way you can use that as a way to meet new customers and to also let people see what Tupperware has to offer and to lead into more as well. So this is just another little fun variation on something that you can do in person to connect and give value, because really and truly what we're after is to show value for who we are and what we have to offer. So it's going to go back here. Let me take this off just a second. There we go. Okay. So I had mentioned that this is another little thing that I have. I got these at the dollar store also. They're little treat boxes, I guess is what they're called. And they just open up just like this. Okay. They sit just like that. So what you could do is you could have some of these, and inside of them, you can put a card that has the name of a piece of Tupperware. So like, once again, Corinne had shared something about the tupped, you've been tupped. If you've got a little piece of Tupperware sitting around the house and you want to do something with it, this is kind of like a you've been tupped kind of thing you could do also. But in this one, what I would do is I'd probably put a little bit of like a little, a piece of Tupperware listed on there. And then you can have dates for when you want to hold parties. Or you could just have 3 or 4 of these and you could hold these up and you can tell people, I've got 3 pumpkins that need a home. And if you can do a Tupperware party and then, in the next week, you can have one of my pumpkins. Every pumpkin's got a gift in it and you're going to get a gift. Now, you could, for that matter, put your little refrigerator bowl. The refrigerator bowl, if you have one, you can use a Cricut and cut out a little pumpkin face on it and then put some orange tissue paper in it so it looks like a little pumpkin, and you could use that as your little pumpkin instead of this. But you can just have this and say, I have 3 pumpkins that need a home. Would you like to take my pumpkin to your house? And all you got to do is have a party. And you could do the same thing with your little bags, that you could have your catalogs and things in there. You could have, these would be pumpkin parties basically. And these pumpkins need a home. They need to go visit some people. And you could use this kind of like what Rebecca was sharing about the catalog. You could have everything in a little bag and they could take their little bag with them to work and be able to do that also. And that's another fun way just to pull a little bit of something extra in to your week here as we go. And I'm sitting here on my screen and I've lost one of my columns. I don't know where it went with my comments and my music and all of that stuff. I don't know what happened to it. It's kind of crazy where it went to. There, I think maybe there it is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so these are some really neat sort of things that you can do. And I want you to think about, of all the ideas that you heard so far, what's something that you heard that maybe you could do? Okay, now once again, we do have our pop-up kitchen tomorrow night, and it is all about Halloween recipes, some fun fall recipes. So that could be another thing that you could do a party and invite people to come to that. What are you going to do with the ideas that you've heard already tonight to help you grow your business, because that's the key, right? We all want to grow our businesses. We all want to be able to be debt free. We all want to be able to have that extra money that we need going into the holidays, so that we're not going to use our credit cards. We're going to pay cash for everything, and we're not going to go into debt, and we're not going to do without, because that's the other thing that we really want. We want to be able to live a life of abundance, and it goes back to that idea of seeing yourself doing the things that you want to do, being able to see the future that you want as if it's already happening. And that opens the door for you to bring in abundance into your life. It's all, and I know that sounds crazy kind of stuff, but it's all about the energy that we create. And our minds are powerful tools, and we give off energy. We're energetic beings, And so when we think positive thoughts, we give off positive thoughts, and positive thoughts are going to come back to us as well. The other thing that's really fun that you can do is, if you want to just go live and make some of these fun recipes, you could go live and do a recipe and then tell people to comment, and you'll send them the recipe. So you don't post the recipe, right? You just make it, and then you say, comment and I'll send you the recipe, or comment and I'll send you a recipe. And then when you send them the recipe, you send them a little coupon that says you can get 10% off on my order, on your order when you come to me as well. So those are all going to be some really fun things that you can do over the next few days. It is record breaker. We have 2 more days, guys, and we want to finish this month very, very strong. I don't know if you noticed today, but Tupperware is going to be starting from now till the end of the year. We're going to have some going into November. We're going to have some pre-Black Friday specials. We're going to have some Black Friday specials, but because, they've got some products that we have maybe not enough to do as a big promotion thing, but we have, let's say that there's 5,000 of them, maybe there's 10,000 of them. And what they're going to do is every Monday, a couple of these are just going to magically appear on your website. They'll be in your website. They'll be in your back office. And what you want to do is every Monday around noon, you're going to want to check to see what's new in the special offers. So we know we always have our brochure offers. And of course, we've got some right now that end on Wednesday. And some of them have already sold out. Everything that's in the brochure is designed to last for most of the month. But as it gets to the end of the month, there's a chance they're going to run out. So you want to always jump on those at the beginning of the month, kind of front load your month with the new month's offers. Okay. So November's offers, be talking about those starting Thursday, try to get those in early the first 2 weeks. November's going to be a 5-week month, so that'll give you some more. You know that we've been having some flyers, and sometimes there's more of those than others. Once again, those are what we call while supplies last, which means they're intended for you to use as a spark to your business. The core of your business are the things in the catalog. That's why you're going to go live and you're going to use your stack cooker and you're going to make caramel corn, or you're going to start doing candy making recipes and sharing those. Tomorrow night, you're going to learn a really fun Halloween recipe that you can do using your stack cooker, and mixing up some fun stuff that way. So you want to be doing these demos that do those things, the core products that people can always order from your catalog, right? And then you can tie in some of the special offers that you have to get them excited about not waiting to order to go ahead. But then you're going to also, excuse me, every week want to go and check on Mondays to see what the new special is, because there'll be some exclusive specials just for you. So today there were 2. One has already sold out because, like I said, these are products that there's not a lot of them, but they're giving them to us at these great prices to kind of create that excitement for people to come back and check. You check, you send on your page to your customers. You look and see who you know would like them. So today was about Crystal Wave, and right now there are still some available And I did send out an email earlier. If you didn't get the email, send me a message. I'll send you the email. But I sent an email out to everybody earlier today that showed you there was a set of the divided dishes. This is the large divided dish. It's in that pretty pink color. I mean, not pink, melon color. So sort of an orangey color for Halloween. It's the large divided dish. And guys, it's 2 of them for a ridiculously low price. And I can't remember what it is right this minute, but it's like $15 or $20 for 2 of them. It might be 23 for 2 of them, but it's just such a great price. It's like buy one, get one free is really what it's like. So those are some of the things that you can use to capitalize and to create that excitement. So look at what we have right now that are the specials. See what you can do to target certain people over the next 15 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours to let them know about these specials that we have. But look at how you can grow your business by being more focused on what it is do you want to do. Okay. Now we do have this 2-week sales challenge that is ending on Wednesday. It started on October the 12th. When you have 500 in sales, you're going to get the mandolin and you're going to get the handy spiralizer. Donna Hogan, I saw you demonstrating the handy spiralizer earlier. She had a really fun recipe. Maybe you want to drop that in the comments. Let everybody know about your fun recipe that you did with that. The mandolin is great. I had a lady come up to me at the show this week. I was telling her all about it. I didn't have one there, but I was showing her. I have a little video I had made using mine. And she was like, I got to have it. I want one of those. So, these are things people are willing to pay $83 to get that mandolin. You're going to be able to get yours for $25 and with the handy spiralizer. So don't miss out. You get one of these offers for every 500 you sell. You've had 10 days already. You got, I guess 12 days already. You got 2 more days to get this and to take advantage of that great offer that Tupperware does. Let's just think about this for a minute, guys. How many of you have ever worked for somebody else? Now, I did before I got into Tupperware. I worked for the government. I had a lot of jobs everywhere, but I worked for the state government. And I will tell you that they never, ever came in on a weekly basis, a 2-week basis, a monthly basis, and said, Marsha, we're so happy that you've come to work every day this week. We're going to give you a gift. They did not come in to me at the end of the month and say, hey, you know what? You've really been a great asset this month to us. We're going to give you a bonus. And they certainly never came in at the end of the month and said, wow, or at the end of the year and said, wow, you've just done so great. So we want to give you, a company car, or some crazy thing like that. Because when you work for somebody else, you're at their whim, not your own. When you work for yourself, you get to decide what you want and where you want to go with it. And along the way, you get rewarded for choosing to get more. Okay. So you decide, I want to make more money. You can do it by holding more parties. You decide, I want to get a couple of mandolins. You get it because you show up to work. This is one of the beautiful things about our business is that no one can stop you from making the money that you want. No one can stop you from getting the advancements that you want. No one can stop you from being as successful as you choose to be, except you. So choose today to be the best that you can be. Don't wait for Halloween to be whatever it is you want to be. Be whatever you want to be every single day of the week. All right. So we have all these great rewards that are ending also on Wednesday. You still have a chance to take advantage of these. This is the 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, and 10,000 in personal sales. Guys, there are people doing it. There are people earning it. So don't sit there and go, oh my gosh, I don't think anybody can sell that. There are lots and lots of people selling that. I was talking to a friend of mine. She lives up in Ohio. One of her top seller sold $10,000 in 2 days, guys, 2 days. She held 5 parties a day for 2 days in a row. 10 parties in 2 days. She sold $10,000. It's crazy what people can do. It's all about what you set your mind to and really work towards. So never limit the possibilities of what you can do. See the potential, seize it, and run with it. All right, you have this opportunity also to be able to add bonuses to your paycheck. You earn your 25%, but every time you hit $1,500, you get a $50 bonus. And then every 500 over that, you're going to get another $50 bonus, all the way till you get to 4,000. And then it's going to jump to 100. So $4,000. So it'll be a 10%. And then every 500 after that, you're going to get another 50, so that you're making a 10% bonus on every 500 over 4,000. And that you still have till Wednesday to be able to take advantage of that too. And you also, this is going to really grow your paycheck over the next year, but you also have this opportunity to step up into leadership by Wednesday. Just you plus 3 people that you've welcomed into the team, $3,000 in sales for your team. Step up into leadership, be a manager, and start making even more money. Plus, you get a really cool gift from me when you step up to manager. So don't miss out on that. And then, of course, as a first-time new manager, you get to play in this exciting program that is similar to the ones that our new consultants play with, our Confidence Start for our new consultants. This is our new manager bonus program. And of course, guys, don't forget that we have that beautiful new cast iron skillet that you can earn, that cast iron casserole that you can earn with $250 in sales this month. You've got to have your $250 this month. Whatever it takes these next 2 days, make sure you got your $250 this month. $250 in November. It's 5 weeks. You can do this. And then December, we're going to hit the ground running this first 2 weeks. $250. Then you're going to earn it. It's going to be free, guys, free. And like I say, if it's free, what do I say? That's right. If it's free, it's for me. And if it's free, it's for you. So $250 this month, $250 next month, $250 in December. Do not miss it. You've got 2 more days. Take these ideas that Rebecca shared with you. Take some of these ideas we've talked about tonight. Get out there and do your little Halloween dance and get those sales so that you have your $250 by Wednesday so that you can make that happen. Now, I am issuing a 15-hour activity challenge. It's already started today, but from now until 11 a.m. tomorrow, every person who hits submit is going to be entered into a drawing. You're going to get a cute little Halloween surprise pack from me. It's got some fun Halloween stuff in it, and it'll be a great way for you to just get out there and talk to people, a little bucket to carry your Tupperware in and talk to people. So let's all hit submit in the next 15 hours and make big things happen there also. Okay. And of course, while you're out there, there's still time to be talking to people about joining your team. One of the things that you want to offer people is this chance to get Tupperware at a discount. Now, that's sort of the way we start the conversation. It's not really what we're after, just getting people to come in just to shop at a discount. But if they love Tupperware, don't they owe it to themselves to get it at the best price? So if they don't want to have a party to get it free, then the other option is just to open a Tupperware account so you can shop at 25% off. But at the same time, you get a free website. And with that free website, you can share it with your friends and family, and they can shop and you can help them get Tupperware and you can make money. And then you can use the money that you made to buy the Tupperware that you want or to get free Tupperware for yourself. So it's kind of a win-win, right? There's the treat without the trick. So if you're trick-or-treating in Tupperware, there's no tricks. It's just all treats if you come in and join our team. So those are the things you're going to want to work with. And of course, there's plenty of time to do that between now and Wednesday. We've got that $25 kit that's going to end on Wednesday. That the canister set, that's gorgeous. It's a great opportunity for somebody to get started, very low investment, and do their Christmas shopping at a discount between now and the holidays. So be sure you're talking about that. Each recruit that you bring in who submits $100, and that could be their own personal order. Last week we met a gal. She had a bunch of stuff she wanted to buy. She joined. She went and bought her stuff. She spent $150 or bought $150 of the Tupperware that she wanted. She'd already made her money back. because she joined for $25, but she got 25% off her $150 order. That meant that she paid less than, what she would have paid. And she's got a whole lot of Tupperware already at a great price. So each of these is a 1 recruit, 2 recruits, 3 recruits. You're going to add these great KP tools. And of course, there's all these fantastic rewards that those new people that join your team are going to be able to participate in as well. Oh, so like I said, yes, tomorrow night we do have at 8 p.m. our pop-up kitchen. Be sure that you are part of the pop-up kitchen yourself. And then you can invite people to be your guest. And it will go live in the group at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So you want to be on there with them and then have them commenting. One of the things I like to do is create a little chat, a messenger chat, so that while it's going on, you can be chatting with them at the same time. You can tag them in the comments in the group while it's going on. But there'll be some great fun recipes for you to learn, all kinds of cool stuff for the holidays as we're going through that. So that's happening tomorrow night. And as we close tonight, I would like to close with one last quote. And of course, that quote is, always do what you're afraid to do. Ralph Waldo Emerson said something similar to this, but it's really and truly goes back to this. Guys, whatever scares you is what you need to work on. That's the place you want to start, because if it scares you, it means it's a place for you to grow. And there's so many opportunities for us to grow and do things. I used to hate to get on the telephone. I would rather stuck a needle in my eye than pick up the phone and make a phone call to somebody. And that's back in the day when pretty much we had 2 ways to date parties. It was either to get on the phone and cold call people or go knock on people's doors. And I didn't like doing that one either. But to pick up the phone and call people, it was something that really was outside my comfort zone. But you know what? I forced myself to do it. I told my team members that, yeah, we'll do it together. And nobody ever took me up on it, which I was always thankful, until Beth came along. And then Beth said, oh, great. When can I come over? And I was like, how about tomorrow night? And I had to psych myself up all day long to be ready. But you know what? I found that when I forced myself to do it, when I did what I was afraid to do, I got good at it. And now it doesn't bother me a bit to pick up the phone and call people I don't know. In fact, if I get a wrong number, I go, oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to reach Betty. She used to sell Tupperware with us. And so, it's a great way. And then I said, do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? I said, she was a Tupperware consultant with us. So you don't know Betty, right? But do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? And the next thing you know, I'm dating a party over the phone with somebody that was a wrong number. But it's all because you step outside your comfort zone and you do the things you're afraid to do. And when you do that, success is going to come your way. So guys, hopefully you've heard something fun that you like tonight. I want to hear from you. I want to know
I got the new one.
I want you to
them? No,
move it.
Them like to move it. I'm going to say them. Them like to move it. We like to move it.
Let me bring all right, come on, Rebecca, come on up here.
Another one. We, us. Oh, us? Can you do us like to? Us like to move it. That's the one. Like to move it. Us like to move it. Us like to.
Way to move, Rebecca!